Hey everyone, while I was out I just finished doing a little review on my Rogue Panda frame bag and top tube bag, so I thought while I was at it I would talk about my trunk bag. Another piece of gear that has worked out really well. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but it has worked out really well in comparison to other trunk bags that I've had. The Ortlieb trunk bag I do have, there is nothing wrong with it. It works perfectly well, but I don't feel it's really good for rough bike packing events, such as the BT700, which I just did. It tends to rattle around a lot, and I was a little worried about it on really bumpy single track and gravel roads, that it might have a effect on the bag itself as far as it breaking or something. But as far as a commuting bag, the Ortlieb is absolutely fantastic. I'll put a link up here if you want to check out the review on that bag. Excellent bag, and Ortlieb as always is an excellent company to work with. But let's talk about the Bontrager MIK Utility Trunk bag. Bontrager is a product of Trek. It's one of their component lines as well as accessory lines. The nice thing about all Bontrager products, as I've mentioned in other videos, they come with a 30-day unconditional guarantee, and it is absolutely unconditional. I worked at truck stores, and you can return it for whatever reason. The reason can be just you don't like it, and even if you've used it for 29 days, there is no questions asked. It's a straight up return. You can get your money back, you can exchange it, whatever the case may be. So keep that in mind. It's a great thing when you're buying stuff that's a little more expensive. This bag comes in at $179.99, and at that price I think it's an excellent bag. So let's just talk a little bit about the bag itself, the features and all that. So first of all, it is an MIK mounting system, and as you can see, this part hooks into the front part of the rack, and then this part just clips in. There is a little key that sticks in here to open it, but I have found that you can just put your hand under and push that, and it works quite well. Nice little attachment for your light right there, which I really like. The nice thing about this bag is it has lots of pockets, and that is the key for me. So it has your outside pockets, a smaller one on the bottom, and then a bigger one with more volume on each side. It has a top little bag where you can put your phone in. It's felt lined. And of course it has the main compartment itself, which the bag overall is 13 liters, and I found what I was using this bag for myself was for all my electronics. As I should mention also, Dennis has the exact same bag as this too, and he's had his for a couple years and has had no issues with it whatsoever. So really good bag. The MIK mounting system is nice. One thing I will say is I probably had it a little overfilled and a little heavy, so the bag was a little harder to get on at times, especially when dirt got filled into there. So you just had to keep aware of that, keep that cleared out. But as I said, lots of compartments for putting stuff in. It does come with a rain cover. The material itself is water resistant, and I have ridden in some rain and there was no issues, but it comes with a rain cover. I kind of like that idea because I see a lot of companies trying to just over beef the materials on the bag to make it waterproof, and then the flaps become hard to use and the zippers become kind of hard to function when everything's so rigid. So what I really liked with this is it just comes with a rain cover. As you see, pull the rain cover over and there's no issues whatsoever. Got caught in the same rainstorms on the BT700 that I mentioned in the Rogue Panda video, and no issues whatsoever. As I said, all my electronics were in here. Most of it can get wet to some extent. Obviously, I haven't tried every bag on the market. Yeah, so I've used other bags. Obviously, the Ortlieb that I talked about. There's also the Basel bag that I had in the MIK version that was a total failure. I'll put a link up here if you want to check that out as well, but I do not recommend that bag. That's all I'm going to say about it. And yeah, so if you're looking for a good quality bag that's not super duper expensive, I would highly recommend this. And if you don't like it, you have 30 days to return it unconditionally. So this will be the bag I use for the remainder of the year. I might do a slight different setup for the Great Divide mountain bike next year. I don't know if this bag will be included in that, but there's a really good chance it will be. So anyways, guys, another good piece of gear. If you're looking for a good trunk bag, I definitely recommend this. As far as the MIK go, though, you would have to have a rack that accommodates the MIK system. Keep that in mind. Trek does make one. Bontrager MIK utility rack, the one that I've been using for almost 50,000 kilometers, has really worked well, and I've had no issues with it whatsoever. So if you're looking at this bag and you're looking for a rack to go with it, I highly recommend the the Bontrager utility rack. So MIK, so keep that in mind. Anyways, guys, I hope you're getting out there and doing something you love, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.